All right, you guys. Good morning. You should see on Progress Book your grades are up to date. I would make sure you just look at that quickly, and also on Google Classroom. You probably noticed on WebAssign it was out of 35 points. You got a free 5 points basically just for showing work. I was very lenient this time about what you showed. So next time, please take time and read the directions for you to start your quiz. That way I can read your work and it's very clear for me and not having to guess. I was trying to see. I didn't think I saw, did Jacob pop in? I don't think I saw him. All right. I don't see him right now, but maybe he'll pop in later. Today we are going to start on section 5 of chapter 6. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and pull up the notes. You guys also have a Delta Math that is due during class today. I give you until tomorrow to finish it, but it's only 2 questions. And then you have homework tonight. All right. Okay. Also, if you want extra help, you can look at these YouTube videos. They're longer than what I'm going to spend time talking. So it's just extra work if you want. Delta Math is right here. I'm going to click on our notes. All right, today, the biggest thing you guys make sure you have down before you get started is the formula over here, our laws of sines. Make sure you have it. It's sine of A over little a equals sine of B over little b, and cosine of C over little c. So basically what this is making sure you look at the angle A and you look at the side opposite, and that's why it's called little a. Same thing, look at angle C and you look at the opposite is segment C. Opposite B is little b. It's pretty easy. So we're gonna go ahead and do number 1. I'm gonna skip around. That way you have plenty of time to work on homework tonight. And I just need to make sure everybody participates. So like it helps me if you just answer and I can get you marked down that you participate today. So we're looking at our angle 47. And if you can just tell me what side is opposite of 47, that'd be great.
15.
15. Thank you, Reed. So sine of 47 over 15 is my first fraction there. Go ahead. I heard somebody speak up. All right, maybe that. All right, and then the other one, we need to find the missing side, which is x. So look at x. What's opposite of x is what angle?
104.
104. Who said that?
Mason.
Mason, thank you. All right. All right, basically all you guys are gonna do is go ahead and cross multiply, and I will do up here too to make sure you guys have it. All right, so I have x sine 47 equals 15 sine of 104. All right, and to get x by itself, what do we need to do to get rid of the sine of 47?
Divide by sine 47.
Yep, you guys got it. All right, I'm gonna warn you, make sure when you guys go to put this in your calculator, be careful, because if you round too soon, you will not get the right answer, like with Delta Math or WebAssign. Just be very careful. I'm gonna go ahead, and the way I'm putting it in is just 15 sine of 104. You could put the all in parentheses and then divide by sine of 47, or just put the top in, hit enter, and then divide by sine of 47. You should be fine. And make sure your mode is in degrees. That'll make a big difference. X is 19.9 and it's centimeters. Don't forget your units. All right, so one we did, I'm gonna skip down to 5 because story problems always trick people up. It says a pilot begins a flight traveling 80 miles northwest. Just to think about ahead for if you ever have to do physics problems, think about northwest. This is northwest. Do you see that? So it's 80 miles northwest. To avoid a storm, he makes a turn and then returns to his original location. A diagram of his flight course is shown to the left. Find the total distance of the flight. Okay, now total distance. Just remember that as we work through this problem, because you might not get the answer all the way until we think about it. Anybody have an idea what we should do first?
Miss Kohler,
Yeah.
Jacob said he's in the waiting room.
Yep, I'll pop him up. Thank you for letting me know.
We have to find the length of all the sides, so we just do use the law signs for each of the signs that are available.
Okay, so Rowan, give me the first one you want to put what you want to match up.
I can't really see that too well. The angle's 108, and then I can't.
Sorry,
read
I covered up this one. This is 15. Okay. All right, so 108 was the one you're gonna pick, and what are you gonna put with the 108?
Well, I was gonna subtract 108 and 15 from 180. So then you already have this third angle, and then you
Yeah.
already have the opposite side to that.
Yeah, I like the idea.
So I wasn't gonna actually use the 108. I was just gonna use it just to.
Okay, so what'd you get for that angle?
I think that's that would be sine. Here, I need to grab my calculator.
That's okay.
It's 57.
Okay.
All right, 57. She helped you out, Rowan. Okay, so, all right, what are you gonna do with that 57, Rowan?
It's sine of 57 over 80.
Yep. All right, somebody else give me the other one we should do.
Sine of 108 over x.
Okay. All right, how about you guys go ahead and solve it? See if you can do it all by yourself, and then I will go through it up here, and we'll see if they get the same answer, okay? All right, what'd you guys get for X?
I got 90.72.
Okay. We just need to round to the nearest tenth on these problems, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 90.7. All right, you guys, let's try now. Do you think we're done? I'm gonna go ahead and put units here. It's miles. Did we find what we needed?
No, we need to find the other sides too.
Yes, because that airplane stopped here and, well, not really exactly stopped, but it went ahead and turned and then had to go all the way back home. So go ahead and think, okay, what do we need to find next? If anybody has what we should do next.
We can
side.
The other side, well, which one, Reed?
Which one did we already do?
Well, you already found X. We should have labeled this here, but X is right here. We'll call
And
it
just-
Y. How about that?
Yeah, you just need to find y.
Okay, so how?
Well, you'd start with the rule of sines.
Mm-hmm.
We could just do the sine of 57 over 80 again
I like that.
is equal to the sine of 15 over y.
Yeah, great job. All right, go ahead and solve that. And then in your chat boxes, tell me what you guys get.
Mrs. Kohler, I had a question.
Yep.
So because you already have two of the signs, could you use sides? Could you use Pythagorean theorem, or do you have to use like the rule of sine?
So, and if you remember on Pythagorean theorem, we have to have a 90-degree angle.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Sorry.
It's okay. I can see a lot of people thinking that same thing, like, hey, I want to do A squared, B squared equals C squared. Yeah, if it was a right angle, yes, that's a great strategy, but we can't do it here. All right, so everybody got 20, it seems like everybody's getting it. Y is 24.7, and this is miles, sorry. What are we gonna do with these two answers?
Add them.
Add them. Great, I'm gonna add them together, I get 195.4 miles. I really should write out miles, because that looks like meters. All right, let's go ahead and switch to page 2. Okay. The biggest thing on page 2 is remembering these rules up here. You need to remember that sine functions always have a range between -1 and 1. Okay, angles with positive sine function values can lie in quadrant. Which quadrant can sine be positive in? Remember we made those like, it looks like this. We said A, S, T, C. 1 and 2, you're right. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 and 2 down. We've talked about this before. If we had an angle here in quadrant 1, how do we find the angle over here in quadrant 2? We have to subtract it from what number?
180.
Yep, 180. And a good, this reminder, you guys, you know, I know you know this, but a lot of times we forget about this. The sum of the angles, measures, and triangles always need to be 180. Can it be higher than 180? No. Okay. And then just a reminder, no triangle could have two obtuse angles. Remember, obtuse is over 90. So if I had like 91 and 91, that's a 182. That's bigger than 180. So that's why you can't have that. So just things that you need to remember as you're doing your homework. You'll see we're gonna do a couple ones right away that you're gonna be like, I see a mistake, that's something wrong. So let's do number, let's do number 9. Again, I'm just picking and choosing. If you guys want to do other ones, we can do those later too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing a triangle. You don't have to make your triangle perfect. I might accidentally put my 95 in a acute angle. It doesn't really matter. You're just drawing a triangle to help you see it. So A, B, and C. B is 95. AC is 34. BC is 21. And I need to find A. Okay. I might just help you guys. I'm going to circle this is what I have to find. All right, who can sign up, write or set up our equation for us? Anybody want to talk through how to get it?
should do sine of 95 over 34 is equal to sine of x over 21.
Over what?
21.
21, yep. Great job. All right, guys, go ahead and multiply across and solve it. And let's see if you guys remember. I'm gonna work it out here and we'll make sure you guys get the same thing. This one's a little different, but I think you'll be okay. Whoa, I have left over here sine of x. Ooh, so once I solve the left side, I have the number in my calculator. How am I gonna get rid of that sign?
Can't you just do like sine to the -1 on the
And
other
what's that? Let's get a little detail there. What's the sine to -1 called?
side? Inverse or something?
Archie.
Inverse, you're right. Great job. All right, so once you get the inverse of that, I get 38 degrees is my x, which we really should have called this up here. I don't know why I got a little sloppy. Let's call it, well, I think whoever was talking said we should call x, but this is angle A. You might want to call it A just to remember you solved for A. Again, if you call it x, it really doesn't matter. So here's my answer. Okay, now we need to talk through some of our things up here. All right, I'm gonna skip right here. To find the other angle, subtract from 180. So take 180, subtract 38, what do you get? I'm gonna write it down right here, 180 minus 38. Go ahead and put that in the chat box, what you get, 180 minus 38. I haven't heard from everybody today, so make sure you get your, I wanna hear your voice or see your typing. All right. So everybody got 142. Okay, I'm just gonna put that right here. And then we're gonna check our next thing that we need to check. So here's our two angles. So we got this part checked. The sum of the angles is always 180. Well, okay, good to know. And no triangles can have two obtuse. Here's the easiest way to figure out if we're okay. You're gonna take, you know this one's 95. So I'm gonna take 95 plus 38. And I'm gonna compare it to 180. Is 95 plus 38 greater than 180 or less than 180? Go ahead and put that in your chat box. What is it, greater than or less than 180? Yep, it's less than. So that means our third angle will work. So this works. I'm going to put a check mark here. Yes, that worked. Now let's check the other one. I forgot to put one here. Sorry. 95 plus 142. Compare it to 180. Is that greater than 180 or less than 180? Yep, it is greater than. Now, right away, that means if we're above 180, it doesn't work. So this does not work. This angle 142 is not a solution. Now, some of these problems will both work. Both angles will be fine. Some of these problems, one doesn't work. Some of these problems, both of the answers don't work. So just be aware that you do need to check to see if they work. And this is called, if you guys look up top, it's called ambiguous case. That's what this is called. So make sure you check. All right, I thought the worst one left. You guys can pick number 7 or 11. We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna be done. Put in the chat box, which one would you like, 7 or 11? 11's, all right. All right, again, just draw a triangle. It does not need to be perfect. A, B, C, 125. BC is 24. AC is 21. All right, who can help me set this up? No takers. Nobody wants to talk. All right. Let's see here. We know, let's start with what we need to find C. So I'm just going to circle that. All right. Let's start here. B is 125. So let's do sine of 125. Opposite side is 21. And wow, we can't get C because I don't have the opposite of C. So I have 2 unknowns. I don't know the angle of C, and I don't know the opposite C, so I can't use that. So what can I use instead? What angle should I look at instead? A, yes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do sine of A over 24. Go ahead and cross multiply and solve it, please. And I'm just once I see your answers come in through the chat box, I'm just gonna write down the answer this time. Okay, I'm looking for answers coming through the chat box. Don't check them yet. I just need the answers. All right, 69.4 is what everybody got. All right. First thing we need to do is go ahead and get the other angle. So 180 minus 69.4 and find that one. I'm gonna go ahead and circle this so I don't lose it. And we get 110.6 degrees. All right, Xavier, are you still there? All right, so Xavier, are you there? All right, so we need to check these. How do you check these? Remember how we need to make sure they work. What did I suggest on problem 9 to do to check them? What do we add to these to check them? What number do we add to? If you can put it in the chat box or somebody can just shout it out quick. 125, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 125 plus 69.4, compare that to 180. Is it greater than 180 or less than 180? Greater than, great. So does this work? Yes or no, Y or N? No, it does not work. So this answer is not correct. Let's check the next one quick. 125 plus 110.6. Is that greater than 180? Yes. So that doesn't work either. So do we have any solution for A? No. So we don't have a solution for A. So what does that mean? What does that tell us about C? If we don't have A, will we have a solution for C? No, you're right. So there's no answer for C. It's not possible. All right. All right, so your homework tonight, again, you need to do Delta Math first. That's like your ticket out of here. If you want to do that quick. And then this is your homework. The next 2 pages are right there. So 1 through, let's see how many problems there are. 12. So I'm going to stay on. You guys are on too. That way, if you need any help, I can go over problems. You get done with Delta Math, you're like, hey, can we go over this one? Sure. And we can knock through the homework maybe before you guys leave. I don't know how fast I'll go. All right. I'll stay on. You guys start to work. If you have questions, please send me a message in the chat box or let me know, or maybe you get a question about your quiz grade, let me know.
Do we need to submit work for the Delta Math?
Your mic was muted. Just get it.
I haven't looked at Delta Math, so give me 1 second here. I'll look at it.
Okay, thanks.
I'm good with you guys not submitting work this time for Delta Math.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.